Good morning, everybody. How are you all doing? We're here this morning in Appleby again, and we just came back from the Owl of Sky, and wow, what an energies are going on. 5 planets in alignment, 5 planets that really drag up everything. The last planet we feel is Saturn, and Saturn brings us back to the past. Saturn is in return, is retrograde. So the next retrograde Saturn will be is in 2050. So if we go back 27 years ago and you make a timeline of what happened 25 or 27 years ago, a huge thing for you that stirred up your emotions, and from that time you already could see what would happen in the future, and all that trauma is stored up. So if we clear now all the energies of those 27 years, you know, the next 27 years will be much more easier, because we already know what we don't want in our lives anymore. And what kind of theme was playing out in that moment, in that time, that was creating a havoc for you, that created turmoil in your life. And we can, when you know that, we can turn it around now. So, and clear it out for the rest of the 27 years. So it's very interesting. A lot of frustration, a lot of anger that came up because Mars is in conjunction with Chiron, the wounded healer. So all the wounds of the past are coming up, and it gives you that feisty energy that maybe old anger is coming up because of that. And we also know right away what we can change. So let's see what is playing out in the Divine Masculine's energy in his mind space at the moment. The Emperor energy, you know, the masculine energy, the Emperor, the Magician, also the alchemy, want to change the things that happened in his life, want to change the things that was, maybe he's going to the past, and maybe he's reminiscing about the past, what was good in his life, what wasn't good in his life, what does he needs to heal. So that alchemist within him, that magical energy, that is what he's thinking about, how he can transform it, you know, how he can transform those thoughts, how he can transform those feelings. And now it's the time. Now it's the time to work on that. So there's so much going on, and I did a lot of grit work in the Isle of Sky, and it was the most beautiful energy that I could do, because I was at the Old Mother Shipton caves in York, and after that I've been led to the old man's store on the Isle of Sky. And when I brought those two energies together, and that they would help, you know, to clear all what's going on right now in this world. So when you combine the masculine and the feminine, and I did this last year with Bridie and St. Gofford, and so many beautiful twin flame relationships came together, you know, and it wasn't this time, it wasn't about the union, surprisingly. It was about the sacred marriage. So the union in the twin flames, most of the twin flames are in balance now. That means that the masculine and the feminine energy within yourself will be restored back in balance, and then they are ready for the sacred marriage, for the sacred unity. And when I talk about the union, it's the union within yourself. When I talk about the sacred marriage, it could be everything. It could be the sacred marriage between the masculine and the feminine outside of yourself, the twin flames coming together, and they say, okay, we going in this sacred marriage with each other, because everything is in balance, everything is in harmony, everything is in flow. We're doing the same work, and they say, you know, yes to that sacred union, sacred marriage. So a lot of things going on, a lot of things, but that has all to do with the clearing. When you clear your own stuff, and you clear the stuff from 7 years ago, that was coming up as a trauma or an emotion that needed to be transformed, then this is the time to do it, because Saturn will work with you. Chiron is the wounded healer that heals all wounds from past wounds, past trauma. And Mars is in opposite of that. And Mars is the anger, is the frustration, is the war planet. So there's a lot going on. And then we have Mars and Venus are in alignment. That means the feminine and the masculine, you know, and then we have Jupiter, the planet of luck. So everything will work together. Everything will work. I don't think that there wasn't any subject that came up that weekend that was in total alignment with those planets and the universe. And it was really, really amazing. And what you can do about that, because the emotions are coming up, and they need to be seen, they need to be felt, they need to be shown themselves, so you are aware of it, so you can transform it. When you transform those energies, you know, the next 27 years will be much more easy and much more in alignment and in abundance for yourself. So let's see what's in the Divine Masculine's heart space. So when we do this work for the collective, it will be the whole collective. Wow, it's the world. In his heart space, he wants the world, he wants everything. He shows himself how he is. He shows his vulnerability, his nakedness, his strength, his courage. And it's Mother Gaia that is, coming up in his heart space. So she is the center of his heart. She is the center of his attention. And he is going within that heart space to search for himself and how he can be totally complete, as he already is. We are all complete, but and we are totally complete. And if we work on our emotions, that's a continuously job. And be aware, because the planets are giving us, like the moon, the ebb and the flow, you know, the water energy that goes rise and, you know, with the ebb and flow. And just like the other planets, they all have influences on our lives. Even if some people think they don't, but if you're really in tune with everything and you check out the planets and your emotions on a daily basis, you know exactly what to transform and where you're at the moment. So, how does he seize the divine feminine? The Three of Wands. Clearing out, leaving the past behind, and, rebirth. It's the unity, it's the Trinity, it's the sacred marriage that gives birth to new life. And that's how he sees the divine feminine. That she is birthing new life, that she's birthing new energies, that she's birthing the new. She's not holding on to the past anymore. She is looking at the past, feeling the past, and say, okay, that was then and then and then. And then I already saw what was happening. That were already the signs, the red flags that needed to transform. And if you didn't do anything with that in 27 years ago, you can do it now. You can tell yourself, okay, this happened, I'm transforming it, and in the transformation, I say no to those situations. Because you will remember those situations, you see those situations, and the universe will test you time and time and time again if you say yes or no to that same situation. And we see now that we see now that the masculine is saying, okay, I see this, no more. I'm not going there. I'm not going back to that energy. I'm not taking. It could be a small thing about guilt, shame, things like that. That if he goes 25 years or 27 years ago, what was the guilt and the shame he felt? What came up at that time? And he can say no to it now. So every time when that comes up, he can say no. That was in the past. I leave it behind. That I'm turning it around and I'm moving on. And I make sure that I don't have to feel ashamed anymore in my life because I make the transformation. I change myself to not feel that energy anymore. I work on myself to not let those situations, what has to do with guilt or shame, come into my life again, because I changed myself. I don't want that feeling in my life again, and I change it for myself so I can be who I want to be. And so I will change my character, I will change my behavior, so I don't have to feel that shame anymore. So I make different decisions on what I want in my life. I make different decisions and different actions on what I want in my life, because that didn't serve me. It gave me a lot of trauma. It gave me a lot of disrespect, and now I want to change it. And he sees that the divine feminine is going for that sacred marriage and want to birth a totally new life. And that's what he sees. Okay? So what is his higher self saying? His higher self saying, I retreat myself, I be better and take care of myself. I'm going to sit with this because I want to change that. I want to change that energy. I want to recreate. I want to stop the things and the old behaviors that I had. And I want to make myself a better person that I am. And that is what his higher self saying. And what he needs to do, he needs to sit with it, and he has to he has to sit with it, and he has to work through it, and he will do that on his own. So his higher self saying, retreat, let your light shine into your wisdom, let it shine outside of yourself, and let it go, you know, let it all go. Yeah, that's beautiful. So he's definitely going to do something about it. Okay, what is his uncomfortability or his challenge? The Five of Pentacles, leaving behind what needed to be left behind, or what left him behind. It could be that he get an offer and he doesn't get on to this offer. He doesn't take that offer. And because he didn't take that offer, there is this feeling of remorse or regret, sadness, you know, that he couldn't make it or couldn't make it work at that time, because at that time, in that space, he wasn't there yet. He wasn't working on his emotions. He was just accepting how it was and didn't want to go dive deep into these emotions. That's why the emotions repeat itself. And other people will come on your path to trigger those emotions. You know, they trigger those emotions constantly because you didn't work on it. And when you work on it and you're aware of it and everything comes up, like this week, and we're still going through a phase, because the eclipse, no, not the eclipse, is still working with us. You know, these energies of the eclipses of huge transformation. But now the portals, there's still one day left for this portal. And then we get the other portal opened, and it's the portal of balance, the portal of solstice, of summertime, of that, you know, the days are becoming shorter again. So yeah, it's a lot, and everything is in balance. You know, the days are longer than the nights. So yeah, it's all about that. It's the longest day we have, and it was really beautiful on the Isle of Skye, because it wasn't almost like daytime till 11 o'clock. It was only dark 2 hours later, you know, and it's not really getting that dark, pitch dark, because we were so up north. Yeah. So everything has to do with time, balance, light, dark, get it in balance, steering everything up now. And let's see what these cards have to say. Steering everything up, and what needs to be, needs to be. Okay, so what is he going to do about the energy of remorse, regret, you know, and that's the Five of Cups. We have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Five of Cups, and he's looking back. He's looking back, what is left, and what he's lost. And what is lost was a lot. That's what I hear. What he lost was a lot, and it stirs up a lot of emotions. It stirs up the wild horse, I hear. It stirs up the wild horse. It stirs up the warrior. It stirs up that he wants to change it. And that's good. He's going to look at it. He's going deep, and he's going to remove it. And when he is removing it, you know, a whole different paradigm can start. And you never know, you know, what will happen. And that is so beautiful. I was with my friend out there, and I said, well, you never know. You never know what will happen, you know. We don't know what the universe has in store for us. The only thing we know, it's for our highest good, what they have in store for us. And we know that there are soul connections. We know there are twin flames. And if it's your time to meet your twin flame, that's not up to us. It's up to the universe, you know. The universe could say, oh, okay, you know, you deserve better. You deserve harmonious relationship with a soulmate, you know, a higher soulmate. So it's all up to you. But if you want to meet your twin flame, then you're doing the grit work and all the work, your inner work, your outer work. You do it all together. You know, you have the transcendental, you have the trance, you have the meditation together. You have your prayers are together. You're combining your creativity together. And that's the sacred marriage. That's the sacred union. And it's transcended sexuality. It's not the sexuality of the third dimensional realm, you know. It's the sexuality that brings the universe and the earth together. It's much more and much bigger than that. So for the divine masculine that is in his celibacy, and the divine feminine that is in her celibacy, and if they come together as twin flames, wow, it will be blasting everything open. And you know, all the lower frequencies of this earth will disappear, because they're moving with their energy. They're changing the energies together in a higher frequency. So that would be the case for divine masculine and divine feminine coming in a sacred marriage. And that's what this video is about. It's about the twin flames coming together for sacred marriage. So that's really interesting. So it could be that the divine masculine thinks, okay, for me it's time now to really find my divine feminine. And if there was a separation, there will be the time coming ahead that he will search for her and pursue her and throw everything in the open. I hear, to throw everything in the open, to make the path and walk the path with her. Oh, I get a download right away, upgrade here. So how does he see his higher self? How does his higher self see the divine feminine? Oh, let's see how it's in the union. How is his higher self seeing the divine feminine in the union? Wow, yeah, filling up her cup and giving her cup away. So she fills up her cup. She knows that she's filling up her cup, and make sure that she is in a good alignment with her body, mind and spirit, that she is in balance, and then she is able to give. If she is not in that balance, she's not able to give, you know, then different energies could interfere. But when she is in that high frequency, in her love space, in her heart space, and I have a feeling that will also for the Divine Feminine, that goes on and on back and healing, and is on that healing journey, that she doing this to throw out the old water, the old nectar, you know, what she's carrying. It could be also the old poison that she carries in her cup. Throw it out and let it fill up by the new nectar of her heart space, of her love, and that is will able to offer to her Divine Masculine for a sacred marriage. So that's really, really beautiful. She's going in that space to prepare herself for that journey. So what combines them both? What combines them both in the union? Wow. Ah, my gosh. The King of Cups. He is doing exactly the same as the Divine Feminine. He throws out all the poison from the past, alchemize it, transmute it, transform it, and is filling up his cup with love from his heart space. And when he's doing that, those two will come together. Wow, that's really, really amazing. Really amazing. And there was this other card that came out. And that's what I said, you know, he's hunting for the union. You know, he's getting in his masculine energy and hunting for that union, preparing himself. And he is now in that shadow dance, but he is preparing himself to come into union in sacred marriage with his Divine Feminine. Wow. So beautiful, so beautiful. And it's in total alignment with all the energies that's going on at this moment. Let me get a card from the Magic Unicorns. So I was on the Isle of Skye. Scotland has the statue of the unicorn and the Pegasus. So that's the magic about it. And let's see what is access your gifts. Explore your treasure chest. Accept who you truly are. Accept what's in your toolbox. You know, go to your toolbox and use that toolbox to transform everything in your life. Transform your emotions, transform everything. You have a toolbox full of knowledge, of accessing your transformation. It's the box of Pandora. You know, open the box and beautiful things will come out. And use those tools that's in that box to transform yourself, to make that, to take out the tools that you need for that moment at that time, to transform your emotions, your healing, whatever is needed. You have a toolbox full. And if there are people out there that needed a twin flame healing or journey, or release your blocks, you know, I'm available in July. I have a waiting list at the moment, so if you want to come in, have couples therapy with your twin flame if it's not working out, or if you're in separation, how to bring yourself together. You know, there's so many people. I'm so grateful I can do this work, because so many people are coming in union, are coming together, you know, with help and with support of me. And in July, the 9th of July, there is a 3-day twin flame journey retreat, healing retreat in Glastonbury in Avalon. And if you're interested in this journey, going deep, spitting out every single emotion that doesn't serve you anymore, and look each other in the eye, or look yourself in the eye, your masculine and your feminine within. If you need a sacred marriage ceremony with yourself to bring your inner masculine and feminine together before your divine masculine is coming in, that's also possible. But it's a huge journey on the powerful places of Glastonbury, to go and journey to the masculine sides and journey to the feminine sides, and then having the transformation and the ceremonies there to change what needs to be changed in your life to attract or get your sacred marriage in, you know. So let me know if you're interested in this journey. There are still three places left, because I don't have so much space anymore. So 3 places left. And if you are willing to do it without residency, then there is space. But with residency, I have 2 spaces left. And without residency, there are enough spaces left. So let me know if you're interested, if you want to go on the journey with me to transform yourself and come in union and get that sacred, prepare yourself for that sacred marriage. So we're going step by step, further and further. We having the union within ourselves. And now it's time for the next step, going through the next portal and make it happen. I wish